Hello everybody. This class is going to be about pronunciation. We're going to read some tricky sentences. Here are some right here on the screen. I think I'll post the link for you too. Hi there, anybody. Is anybody here? Yes, anybody is here. Can anybody join the chat, please? So here's the link for you. So we're going to read things like this. There in the 33-acre thistly thorn thicket, something threatening thumped and thundered as Matthew, the 33-month-old thoughtful thug, theatrically thumbled through the thistles. Or the classic. This one is a classic, isn't it? How does it go? Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? And I wish to wish the wish you wish to wish. But if you wish the wish the witch wishes, I won't wish the wish you wish to wish. What is that about sash? A shapeless sash sags slowly. Smelly shoes and socks shock sisters. Dick kicks sticky bricks. Shave a single shingle thin. Yes, all of these we're going to have a bit of fun with. So let's see. Let's go. Let's move that one up a bit. And we've also got lots of them here. Look at this. What do you think of this tongue twister? He's really got his tongue in a twist, hasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. And then further down the page, n is next. Bobby Blue blows big blue bubbles. Next. Ken Dodd's dad's dog's dinner's cold. And we've got that flag. What is that flag? The Red Cross? It's not the Red Cross, it's England. England. And that pink one is for girls. Blue one is for boys. So that one's a boy and that one is a girl. But only I can hear those because they're on my headphones. But if I click on N, I get the 33 thieves thought that Thursday was thoroughly thrilling. N. Next. Elizabeth's birthday is on the 3rd Thursday of this month. There they all are. So we can go down here and have a go at this one first. That one's quite tricky. Who have we got? Lots of people have come in the room and I wasn't even watching. So, hello everybody. Who's here on the mic?
I am.
Good Hood, yes, welcome back. I know you. So
Yes, thank you.
I might pick on you first then. I might pounce on you as you dared to speak. So would you like to have a go at one of these?
Yes, just a second, it's loading the page.
Well, you can read them straight off the screen. This one here is quite tricky actually because it's got lots of th sounds.
The first one?
Yeah. Did you know, Hood, that there are two different th sounds in English, th sounds?
Yes, the sound the and the sound the.
Yeah, that's right. The sound th and the sound the. And one way to demonstrate that is the word the is not th. Yeah, we've got mother and thumb. Great work. So could I please ask you to read the one which is marked number 1?
Okay. There in the 33-acre thistly thorn thicket, something threatening thumped and thundered as Matthew, the 33-month-old thoughtful thug, theatrically tumbled through the thistles.
Wow, yes. Do you know all of the words, by the way? Do you know what they all mean? Because I think when we practice these tongue twisters, it would be nice to try and figure out what they actually mean. And there's a word there, which I think a lot of people don't know. Can you explain this word, acre?
Actually, I don't know.
It's something to do with measurement, because we know that we have measurement adjectives with hyphens like this and numbers. So age can be measured like this with this kind of adjective. So a 3-year-old kid could be written that way. So it's a kind of area measurement, a measurement of area.
Yes.
In England, they measure farmland and things in acres. Not quite sure how big an acre is, how many square meters are in an acre, but lots.
Okay.
And you know that word, the one word that I would like to ask you to say, though, is this one, theatrically. Can you say that word, theatrically?
Theatrically?
Yes, theatre, theatrically. That was great. Would anyone else like to have a go at this one? It's really quite tricky. Ivan, would you like to try it?
Can I try?
Yeah, who said can I try? Who said that? Mine?
Me. Can I try?
Yeah, Yusef, have a go.
There in the 33 acres thorn thicket something threatening thumped and thundered as Matthew, the 33-month-old, thoughtful thing theatrically stumbled through the thistle. It's kind of difficult, this one.
Yeah, a thistle is actually a plant which can be quite pretty. It's a wild flower, prickly. Prickly. Do you know this word thistle? We don't pronounce the t. It's not thistle, but thistle, and it's a plant. I know in Scotland they have it as a kind of emblem. Does anybody know what a thistle looks like? It's kind of purpley pink colour, prickly, wild flower, and that's pronounced thistle. What is a thug? That's an interesting word. It comes from India. That word comes from India because years and years ago, I don't know which century it was, but in India there were some people who murdered you when you tried to walk across India, and they would strangle you with some kind of silk scarf and kill you, and they were called thugs. And then we were started to use this word, but of course we had to pronounce it as thug. And now it's used for all those kind of people who are a bit nasty and do horrible things and attack people, thugs. So, any other words in there? Threatening, Yusef, that should be threatening.
Threatening.
Yeah. So who's going to have another go? Who's going to have a go at that as well? We've had two brave men. Yeah.
Can I try?
Yeah, sure.
But I cannot see it.
You can't see it?
No, now I can see.
Why can't you see it? It's in the middle of the hangout. It should be
Okay.
on my screen.
Peter Pip. Yeah.
Yeah, have a go then. Okay. You can see it now. Good.
Yes, I can see now. Peter Pepper picked a pick of pickled peppers. A pick of pickled peppers. Peter picked. If Peter Packard picked a pick of pickled peppers, where's the pick of pick? Peter Pepper Packard.
Yeah, now I'm not quite sure what a peck is, because a hen will pick up seeds and peck them. So a peck is maybe a small amount, but usually I would use a word like a speck. A small tiny piece of something could be a speck, a little piece of something. So yes, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? So, yeah, that's it sounds a bit like a kind of moped, funky moped, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Yes. Okay. So that's a tricky one as well. They're all tricky, really, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Does it have any meaning for you, though? Number 2.
No, but I heard before this. What is it called? Twister?
Tongue twister.
Tongue twister. I heard before, and actually, I tried to say very quickly to get used to its P sound, but still it's difficult for me.
Well, some people do try to practice them quickly. I prefer trying to read them a bit more slowly and with some intonation, because I think that if you rush things, quite often it's not that good in the sound.
Yeah.
So I think that, for example, here, I would like to say, where's the peck of pickled pepper Peter Piper picked? Something like that, like a question form. Practice intonation too. But first of all, it's difficult to just get through it in one piece. That's the trick. So,
Yeah.
okay, let's move on. And we've got another one here with W sounds. There's quite a few of those. So who's going to have a go at that one? Let's see. Can I ask Kubra? Kubra?
I am here.
And would you like to be? Would you be brave enough to put your foot forward and try that number 3?
Okay. Number 3.
Yeah, let's hear it,
Okay.
please.
Okay. I wish to wish the wish, you wish to wish, but if you wish the wishes, I won't wish the wish, you wish to wish.
Yeah, now this one makes sense, doesn't it? Does it make sense to you?
I'm good? Am I good?
Yeah, you sound very good, yes, but I wonder if it makes any kind of sense. First of all, notice that sometimes wish is a noun, sometimes it's a verb. So I wish, the first wish is a verb. I wish to wish.
I understand.
Yeah, so it makes sense, doesn't
noun.
it?
Okay.
It makes good sense, I think. So,
I know.
would anyone else like to try that one as well? Maybe, Ulkas, would you like to have a go at that?
Okay. So I wish to wish the wish you wish to wish, but if you wish the witch wishes, I won't wish the wish you wish to wish.
Yeah, you know, I think that sounded really good, but there's one thing I'd like to say. Your won't sounded a little bit like a want. You know, I want one, give it to me, I want one. I won't do that. So there's a difference, isn't there? Do you know the difference in... if I ask you the sounds of the vowel in won't, I won't do that, and I want one, you know there's a difference.
Yeah, but because I'm more familiar with North American accent, and there is no I
Well, I wouldn't
pronounce
agree completely with that. I think sometimes they don't have such a heavy one as I have, but there should be something there. There should be some difference between want. The R sound is in want in North America might be more like want, a bit more R than R. That sound, the R sound, changes a lot. You know, all the way from dog to dog. But that changes. But there's still in every accent in North America, you will have some kind of difference between the O and the R. The phone and well, what words do we have with the O sound, where the sound is the only difference? Let me think. We've got phone, but there is no phon. Is there? Phon? No, there isn't phon. But is there a word that you know which has only that difference? Well, there's won't and want that has a clock, phone, want, won't, want. Do you think they're the same in most North American accents, those two words?
No.
No, they're not quite, are they? They're different. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think...
my won't is dropping into want.
Well, read it through again. Let me hear you again.
Okay.
Because I thought the whole thing was great, but then I heard I want one.
Okay.
Yeah, let's hear it
So
again.
I wish to wish the wish you wish to wish, but if you wish the which wishes, I won't wish the wish you wish to wish.
Now that time it was pretty perfect. So I'm sure we'll have to listen. I'm going to listen later when it's on the recording. But yeah, that time round, pretty good.
Probably
I heard
because
won't,
most of the
yes.
time I have the same problem with don't. I don't say oh, but I find myself like it's don't.
Yeah, a
It's
lot of
very
people
short.
do that around different countries, and this word most is in where I come from. The diphthong O sound is quite strong, like oh no, phone, but it's shorter in lots of other places, but it still exists, and so there is a difference between most and most. There's no most, is there?
Yeah.
Most.
And can I ask one more question? Because I think that there is also a difference in O diphthong in American and British. Because in American it's like O, but in British in some cases I hear more like O.
Oh. Well, yeah, it does. Like everything, all vowels change, even with the same speaker in different words.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you, there's one kind of word, like this word, where the O sound is halfway to the clock sound, the short O sound, because of the L, I think. Because it sounds really kind of posh to say cold. I feel cold. Nobody says oh there, cold. They say, but they don't say cold. They say something halfway. I feel a bit cold,
Uh-huh.
and old people. So the problem is that when we learn English, we have maybe 44 sounds, the basic sounds, but they're all shifting around and they're all doing things sometimes, changing a bit. So if you go to study phonetics, which we don't want to do because, well, we just want the phonetics to help us a little. If you study it, like I went to Reading University website, and they have hundreds of phonetic symbols for these different sounds of English. Well, it's going a bit over the top. So every vowel sound will shift a little, and that defines accents. So well, the example that always comes to my mind of the shifting vowel sounds are the O sound, like dog and dog, and that's going across the Atlantic, and then going from the south of England to Scotland, you've got the classic I sound, like fish and chips. Fish and chips turns into fish and chips. It turns halfway into an egg.
Right.
So yeah, vowel sounds always shift about. So let's get practicing again. So the others are quite short, so I'm going to ask somebody to read 2 or 3 here. So let's have a look. I think we'll put the page here like this, and please try to find one that you like doing, but maybe is a little bit challenging if you can be brave. So I'm going to see who we've got here. Mentor, you're back. Hi there.
Hi there.
Hi there. So I think they're very short, these. So would you like to pick out first one and then maybe another? So which one would you go for first of all? Shall I tell you one or not? No. Find one that you like. That's better.
It doesn't matter, you know. Yeah, I
No, it really doesn't matter, but I want to hear you do one. So, which one is tricky?
Dick kick sticky brick. Bricks.
Yeah, Dick kicks sticky bricks.
Yeah.
Is that tricky for you or not really?
You know, I understand nothing here. Dick kicks sticky bricks.
Well, it makes great sense because Dick is a man. What is he doing?
Yeah.
He's kicking something. What is he kicking? He's kicking a brick.
Yeah.
And what kind of brick is he kicking? A sticky brick.
Sticky brick.
Well, what is a sticky brick?
Sticky
Well,
brick. Yeah.
I know what sticky jam is, but I don't know what a sticky brick is.
I know what does it mean another brick in the wall, but I don't know what does it mean sticky
Oh
brick.
yes. All in all, you're just
Yeah.
another brick
bricks
in the wall.
Is the
If
same
it's-
word?
Yeah, it's the same brick.
Yeah.
Same kind of brick, yes. That's got a great guitar solo, hasn't it? Diddly diddly ding, da da da. Yeah. So let's read another. Which one? I want you to do a couple more. So go for the ones
Okay.
after that. So
Okay.
try 7 and 8 as well.
Shave a single shingle thing.
Shingle thin.
Yeah.
I don't really understand this one. Shave, I know what that is. Shave a single shingle thin.
Fine. Yeah.
So it's like, but I think maybe it's not really shaving. If you get a knife and you get some wood and you keep taking a bit of the wood off with your knife
Oh yeah.
and it gets less and less, what are you doing to the wood? There's a W word, I don't know if you know it.
Single shingle thing?
Yeah. Do you know the word whittle? Whittle. Has anyone heard of that? It's just come to my mind because if you take a knife and you scrape a piece of wood down with it, like this, and the wood
Yeah.
gets smaller and smaller,
Yeah.
it's whittling it down, reducing it, whittling it down. Yeah. So, but I don't. This one is a bit strange, I must say. So, one more from you, Mentor, please. The
Yeah.
New York one.
New York is yeah.
Unanimously, universally unique.
unique. Unanimously,
What?
New York is unanimously, universally unique.
Unanimously. That we've got to try with these long words
Unanimously.
to try and get the pattern right. So what's happening here? Unanimous. The musly is the trick. I think.
Mostly. Unanimously.
Unanimously, universally unique.
Yes. Unanimously, universally unique. Universally unique.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a tricky one, actually, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unanimously, universally unique.
Okay, that's great
It
work.
is-
So
it
so
is-
now it sounded good as well. So unanimously. What does that word mean, Mentor? If
Or
something
same.
is unanimous, what does it
Something
mean?
the same, similar.
Does it speak about people at all, though? If something is unanimous, is it speaking about things being similar, or what
Yeah.
people think, or what does it mean exactly?
New York is unanimously. Yes, they speak about what the people think about New York.
Yeah. So if everybody thinks something, then we can say we are unanimous in this
Unanimous,
decision.
but the second word is universally.
Universally, yes.
Universally. Unique.
That's also everybody or all over the place, everywhere,
Yeah.
and
Universally.
unique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something unique is something special. You know?
Yeah, so this is true, isn't it? New York is unanimously, universally unique.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
London is also the same.
Yeah, I was actually, New Yorkers sometimes, when they come to London, they say that there's some kind of similarity between London and New York, but I don't know. They're both completely different, I think. But yeah, so let's move on. We've got
Yep.
Nicholas. Hello there, Nicholas.
Hello, what's up?
What's up? What's up? That's that confusing one.
Yeah.
What's up? Yeah. Okay. That can mean so many things. That's why. Yeah. When it's thrown out like that, I never know what it means. So, okay. Can you read the next three, please, Nicholas? Let's start with one at a time and see how they go. So number 10 is the next one.
The 10. Okay. Quickly cook cups of cookies.
Quickly cook. Cook. You got your ooh a bit too strong on the cook. Because remember,
Quickly cook cups of
yeah,
cookies.
there's lots of words with a double O, which have so many different sounds, aren't there? Here's a little trick for you, a little game for you, or a little question for you, Nicholas.
Yeah.
What I'd like you to do is tell me how many different sounds you can make with a double O. So, cook, look, book, they're all the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that's like in bull, bull, like in the word bull. So how many other sounds can you make with two O's in spelling? How many different sounds can you make? Give me another word which doesn't sound like cookbook. Look. Take a good look at this cookbook. Another kind of sound.
I actually don't know really. Yeah.
Okay, everybody then. Let's see how many we've got. So we've got bull,
Bull.
we've got
Bull.
ooh, we've got ooh like boot. So we've got food. How many go like that? Food, school,
Cool.
cool, yeah.
Cool.
All of these are ooh sounds. Fool. Mr. T, do you know Mr. T? He's on BBC in England. He's quite funny. From the old A-Team. Does anybody remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a great program with I don't know his name on BBC, and he it's called the World's Craziest Fools, and you should watch it. It's really amazing. It's on the internet. You can find it on YouTube. The World's Crazy Fool, and it's a fool. Yeah, fool, you fool. Now we've got boot and we've got bull. That's 2. How many others are there? There's a few more, please. Another word with a different sound completely. Like or. Boob, that's a ooh as well. It can be a mistake or it can be something else. So ooh. We've got or though, like in horse. Can you give me some double O words which go that way?
What about, I don't know if I'm sure, but what about loose with double O?
Ooh, that's ooh as well. That's the same as ooh and boot, loose.
Yeah.
Loose, yeah. Noose. Okay, you're still on the ooh sound, so we're still on boot and bull, but there are some others. There is one that sounds like or, like in horse, and there's one that sounds like like up. So can anybody give me any with a double O, not just one O, mentor, but double O. So I need 2 O's, and I need a different sound from boot or like good. Good book, that's the first sound we had, and then the long oo sound. But there are some others. What about somebody who doesn't have much money? That's still oo, tool. That's still poor. Can you see that one? We've got poor. Poor.
Oh yeah.
Broke is poor too, but that's only got 1 O. So now we want poor. Are there any others? Floor. Another part of the house. Also, door, yeah.
Right.
And can anybody give me any with up? If the river bursts its banks, what could happen?
Flood.
Flood. And inside your body,
Blood.
blood. So
Yes.
now, and then the other last sound that I can think of is where the 2 O's are separated, and they don't really belong together, but they split really. Cooperate. O-or. Right. So now, which was that one? That was. You've got 2 more to do, Nicholas. So which one did you do? You did that quickly. Cook. Quickly cook. So just go back to number 10 and do the cook like an
Okay, let's see if I made it. Quickly cook cups of cookies.
Yeah, that's perfect this time. So now it's 11.
Okay. Flora's freshly fried fish.
Yeah, no problem with that one. Flora's freshly fried fish. So number 12.
Bragging baker baked black bread.
Yes, a bragging baker. Now, what does a bragging baker do? Could you just tell me something? Pretend you are the bragging baker. What kind of words might you say to me? I walk into your shop. You are the bragging baker. Tell me something, please. Brag a bit.
It's like a person that wants to, I don't know, pretend he's the best or something like that.
That's exactly it. Yes. So you say something, don't you, when I come in the shop?
Okay. Okay. You will eat the most. I don't know. You will eat the greatest bread on earth.
Yes, because I cooked it, and I'm the best baker in this blooming city. Yeah, that's right. The bragging baker. Baked black bread. Great. Okay, let's move the screen down. So 13, 14 and 15, we're going over to maybe Yazin, are you there?
Yes.
So they're yours. So let's go for it. So, and try and figure out what they mean as well. So 13. That's not difficult to understand, I think, is it?
Oh, okay. 13. The 6 shakes son slept.
That's 15. Let's go back to 13 first of all.
Okay, 14. She sold 6.
1-3. 1-3 is 13. The next one up. Higher. Buy blue.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Buy blueberry biscuits before bedtime.
Now that word biscuit is quite interesting because it's biscuit. It comes from French. Bi is twice, and cuire cook twice. Biscuits are put in the oven, cooked and then cooked again. That's why they're called biscuit. So they're cooked twice. So buy blueberry biscuits before bedtime. Once more.
Can I repeat?
Yeah, and if you want to be American, then you would probably say something like buy blueberry or cookies before bedtime. Okay, because they don't really say biscuits a lot in America. But try saying biscuits. It's got a kind of "I" sound. You know, like some words have a "I" sound, even though the spelling doesn't look like that. This word, W-O-M-E-N, is women. Women. And this word biscuit is kit, not quit or anything. So try again.
Buy blueberry biscuits before bedtime.
Perfect. Really spot on. Yeah.
Thank you.
14, please.
Okay. She sold 6 shabby sheared sheep on sheep.
Now this is interesting. This word sheared. Do you understand this word? Sheared. Think about sheep. They have their whole body covered with wool. And there is a sheep that's very famous on Wallace and Gromit. Does anyone know? Has anyone heard of Wallace and Gromit? You have heard of it. Now, who knows the sheep's name? His name is Sean. Sean the sheep.
Oh, okay.
Now,
I know it.
the verb is to shear. To shear. What does it mean?
To cut the wool, I think.
Yes, to take the wool off the sheep. So some Australian sheep shearers work all the year round because they go to Wales in the spring and then back to Australia because they're top men at this job. They're sheep shearers. There is a footballer called Alan Shearer because some jobs give rise to people's names. So the name Smith, what does a smith do?
Blacksmith works with metal, I think. Right?
He does, yeah. And do you know any other jobs which are words or people? People's names are jobs. A smith is one. Even arrowsmith, goldsmith, yes, all kinds of smiths are. And a carpenter, do you know what they do?
Carpenter, it works with
they work
wood.
with wood.
With wood.
They work with wood, yes. There's in English, there's two kinds of carpenters, really, but all one word. They work on building sites or they work making really nice furniture or something. They're both called carpenters. In some languages, they have different words, but we just say carpenter. So now there are others. Can you give me one or two more, everybody? What others have we got? Other words like this. There's one about somebody who makes clothes.
Tailor.
Yes. Tinker, tailor, soldier, sailor, rich man, poor man, beggar man, thief. Tailor. Yes. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man.
Where's the guitar? Where's the guitar?
You always. Yeah,
That's
I've
how
got
much you
guitar. My
Teacher,
son's guitar is
please.
around here somewhere, but I don't think
Please.
I dare. I don't think I'll play my saxophone next time because that's more what
Do
I'm
you
into.
promise? Do you promise?
Yeah, it's not in this new house because I'm in a new house at the moment, and I've got 3 saxes. I've got a soprano saxophone,
Oh,
a
great.
tenor saxophone, and an alto saxophone. But I'm not really a great guitarist. I can just strum a few chords, you know. I had a band once, a guitar band, and it was called a Rabble Without a Chord, like this, based on the film Rebel Without a Cause. It was Rabble Without a Chord. But yeah, so I'm not really I like music, but I wouldn't count myself as a guitarist. Well, I do pronounce an R. Rabbit, rabbit. Run, run, rabbit, rabbit, ruh. Yeah. But we use a connective R in my accent, a connective R. So I don't like the R to get in the way because, you know, well, I think that the R is a useful R connector. So I told you before that if I say a word with an R at the end, then it can kick the next word. Like, for example, 4 apples, 4 apples. But 4 bananas, then you drop it because it gets in the way. So 4 bananas, if you say 4 bananas, you've got to kind of join the R and B. So you say 4 apples, 4 bananas. And yeah, that's the connective R, which is used in some accents.
Yeah, but that's the only way of saying 4?
No, I mean, some people... Well, the thing is that it's called a rhetoric R sound. So there's more than one way. Either you can always make a slight R sound,
yeah, because
and never do just the connective drop, or you can roll it so that the Scottish have a kind of rolling R, which is quite rare in the English language.
Yeah, so, because in the Lord of the Rings, the person who played Merry Pippin, the princess who played Pippin, said 4.
4. Yes, 4.
How many breaths have you eaten? 4, he said. And
4.
Like that,
4. Yeah, but you know, if you say the or sound, if you say just the or without a r, it's actually very difficult to know sometimes if you're really saying a r or not, because or, you know, it's just a tiny movement, and so it's really hard to say sometimes exactly what the r sound is. But generally I would say that in my accent it's a bit softer than it is in some. I know sometimes, have you ever seen websites where they tell you how to position your tongue and your mouth and everything? I don't do a lot of it, but have you seen that kind of thing?
I saw one published by Iowa University. It's a very good one, really. It tells you how to move your tongue and your throat and the upper side of your mouth. It tells you a lot. It's very complete. If you want me to show you.
Sometimes I think though that they are too specific. I mean, sometimes I've seen that they give instructions, and I think I don't do anything like that. So, you know, so I wonder. But I try it, and when I try what they say, then I have another accent. So I think you have to. The way I try to teach is just try to get people to copy things, and then be aware of other sounds. So in my pronunciation book, I've got different accents: Australian, North American, Canadian, Scottish, all different ones.
The most difficult English is the Australian for me, really.
Well, Australian English is quite close to mine. In the Homophones test, I think my accent is quite close to Australian, except you can tell that I'm not Australian, but I wouldn't say it's so different because it's similar. Actually, it's quite similar to a London kind of Southern English accent. But
right.
Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I think that it's best, in my opinion, but not everybody will agree. I think it's best not to think too much about what's going on in your mouth. I mean, have you heard of that Lyrebird? Has anyone seen David Attenborough's YouTube video of the lyrebird. I think it's, how do you spell it? I think it's with a Y, isn't it?
That's a song?
It's a name of a bird. You know, some birds can copy things.
Like parrot.
Parrot.
Like a parrot. But it's not the best of these imitating birds. The best of these birds is called the lyrebird. And if that bird can copy a mobile phone, a camera click, a chainsaw, like, you know, a chainsaw, it goes, and then beep beep. This bird can copy every sound just by listening, and it's got a bird brain. So why do we have to look at diagrams about where to put our tongue? I don't know. I think sometimes I explain some things about tongues and lips and mouths because, for example, I had one student who was really mixed up about r-l, the red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. And I had to explain that a dog can make a r without a tongue, r. But to make a l sound, you just need your tongue, la 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 la. And then, so sometimes just on that basic level, I think you can speak about positions of tongues and lips and things, but really you should listen.
Yeah, in my opinion, if you want to master consonants, it's much easier using those diagrams. But in terms of vowels, it's harder because the tongue is not touching anything. It's in some position, but you just can't tell where exactly.
Yeah, they're very flexible things, vowels. That's why vowels are the defining element of an accent, because a different accent, when you start, if you move to another area, live in a different place, you automatically start shifting your vowels. Yeah. And we all do it, you know, we go to live somewhere else or speak to different people, and we find after a short time our accent is shifting a little.
Yes.
This happens all the time, and so vowels are the shifty things that we can't exactly define and tie down. The interesting thing, I'll say one more thing, and we'll get back to some practice. That all vowels have a range, and if you take, for example, the "o" sound, it goes all the way from "o" to "ah" like this. It changes a lot. Now, some learners can try for a certain kind of accent, and they can fall off the edge, I say, fall off the edge, and they can go too far in one direction. So it's best if you're learning to be somewhere on solid ground, somewhere not too far towards one extreme. So don't try to exaggerate something that someone else is doing. Try to just be somewhere solid.
Yeah.
One question, sorry.
Okay.
How many vowel sounds there are in English?
Well, really, as we were just saying just now, I have to agree with Yukas that the real answer to that is that there are an infinite number, because if I take the vowel like fish and chips, the short I sound, and then I go to Scotland and say fish and chips, then how did I get there? Did I jump there? No, I don't know. It's like in mathematics, there are an infinite number of numbers between the number 0 and number 1. So you can't really say that there are 22, but what we do when we learn English, we say that there are 44 sounds, because there aren't really. There are a million, billion, trillion. There are an infinite number of sounds, because sounds are sounds. And, you know, if you play a bass guitar and you go boom, there's an infinite number. But we can't speak about that because we would be totally confused. Yeah. So we say there's 44, and 44 sounds. I think 20 of them are consonants, and 24 are vowel sounds. But some of those vowel sounds are slippery. they move a lot in different accents. So really, it's all a kind of art. The better you get at English, the more of an art it is. Because when you start learning English, it's a bit scientific. You learn the facts and you learn the definite points. But you know, as you go on, you've got to move away from that, and you've got to move into the realms of just knowing things and doing things and feeling your way. So yeah, keep it simple. There's 44 sounds, 20 of them are consonants, but some of them are really all over the place as well. So we're all over the place. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well let's have a. Would you like to have a go at some of these anyway? And we can see that, you know, I think the way to do it is to just say, well, that sound there, you want to be a bit careful with this or that. But yeah, so let's try moving on here. We've got. Well, we haven't done 15 at all because I think we missed you, didn't we? I've moved away from. I think Yasin, who was doing that 13, 14, 15? I can't remember. So we'll go back to Ulissa now. And perhaps you can kick off from 16. Could you have a go from 16?
Okay. Short soldiers should shoot sufficiently straight.
The second word, how did you say that second word?
Soldiers.
Yeah, I've got a feeling you're making too much of the ending of it. Soldiers. So native speakers would say soldier, soldier, like j, like this, soldier. Hey, soldier. They don't make a lot of work of deer like this. So try again.
Yeah. Short soldiers. No. Soldiers. Like that?
Soldiers. Short soldiers should shoot sufficiently straight.
Short soldiers should shoot sufficiently straight.
Yeah, that's it. Soldiers. It's like j actually. They don't say soldiers, soldiers. They say soldiers. There's a lot of these shortcuts. They kind of smooth over the rough edges. So short soldiers should shoot sufficiently straight. Okay, 17, please, then, Ulissa.
The big black bag broke badly.
Yeah, this one is not so much difficult to say as difficult to step on. You know, it's a little bit tricky, isn't it? The big black back broke badly. Yes, it's not really a problem with the pronunciation. It's just what's going on. What's happening there? All right, 18, please.
18. Barbara Babcock blushes brilliantly.
Now, I think most native speakers, I'm sure all of them, would say Barbara. They would just say bruh, Barbara, Barbara. Because the first,
Barbara.
if you look at those two A's at the end, the first one is like an joining, Barber, and there it is, it's already happened, Barber, and then Barbara, Barbara, Barbara Streisand, Barbara.
Barbara.
Yeah, and this, I think one of the problems of English is people doing too much work on certain parts of words, because words in English go up and down a bit. So here, just Barbara Babcock blushes brilliantly. And do you know the word blushes?
Yeah, she becomes red.
Yeah. Great work. So, okay, let's move on a minute then. Kubra, can you carry on? Oh, hang on, let's go back to the beginning, because I'm missing people out and I'm being rude here. I'll come back to you in a moment. So let's go to the front of the line. Dia, are you there, Bilal?
Yes, hello.
Hi there. Have we spoken before?
I've been on Verbling before, but I don't think we met before.
I remember your name, but I can't remember speaking to you that much. Where are you from?
Egypt.
Yeah, I think we did once, but I can't remember what we spoke about. But I think I've met you, but maybe just briefly. So could you just have a go at number 19?
Okay. She should shun the shining sun.
Yes, she should shun the shining sun. Now, this one reminds me of the famous one. Do you know the famous one with S and sh and s? Do you know the famous tongue twister about the beach and a girl on the beach and a business that she had? Who knows that one? It's the one about she sells seashells on the seashore.
Whoa.
She sells seashells on the seashore. So this one is not so bad because it's only got one S at the end. But when you mix them, they get really tricky. Do you know the word? Yeah. Do you know the word shun? Shun.
Yes, it's avoid, like avoid.
Avoid it. Yeah. So, yeah. Not only avoid it, but if you shun somebody, you do it in a kind of negative way. You know, like not talking to them. Shun them. Shun them. Yes. Okay, so 20 as well, please.
Sasha sews slightly slashed sheets shut.
Now, there are some homophones, and these words, these three words in the verbling chat, so.
Oh.
A sewing machine, but this sewing with an O is a different meaning. Do you know the meaning of SOW for sew?
No.
It's in the song. Do you know the song by Lou Reed and the Velvet Underground about how does it go? Perfect Day. It's just such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, such a perfect day. Do you know this one?
No.
And at the end of the song, there is a line. You're going to reap just what you sow. Ho, ho. I'll write it like this.
You should have been a singer, really.
Thanks.
Is it like land?
It's putting seeds into the land, sowing. Sowing the seeds. So here, this one is the sewing machine, sewing with a needle and thread. So do 20 again.
Okay. Sasha sews.
Not sews, sews.
Sews.
So, oh no, mobile phone. Oh, so, most.
Toes.
Oh. Sasha sews slightly slashed sheets shut.
Okay.
Are you going for it once more, or have you given up? Try once more. Just get the sows.
Sasha sews, right?
That's it. That's it. It's just the same as so what? So. Who said that? So.
Sorry.
Can I ask you another question, Diala? Yeah, Bella?
Sure.
Do you know the meaning of slashing something? You can slash prices, but that's a kind of metaphorical slashing. But if you slash something literally, what do you do?
Cut it in half.
Yeah, well, if you slash the seats in a bus, you're a vandal. You've got a knife in your hand, and you slice it through, but you don't really cut it in half, but you slash it.
Okay.
So if something is slashed, tires are often slashed by vandals. They put the knife through the rubber, and it's slashed.
Okay.
Okay, so 21 as well, and then you're done with those. So try number 21, please.
Okay. 3 thugs thrashed thoughtfully through thickness.
Yeah, I don't know what thrushed is here, because I can understand thrashed. Thrushed thoughtfully. What kind of verb is thrashing? I don't know. I really don't know what that is. I would know the word thrashing. 3 thugs thrushed thoughtfully through thickness. Don't get that one at all, but okay, the words are good, and we know what a thug is, don't we?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah, okay, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. So let me move the screen up. So we've got number 22 at the top, let's see. Let's go for those. Your sound is really quite smooth though, yeah. You've got a very kind of smooth voice, it's good. Now, Hood, can you try the next one, please?
Okay. Ripe white wheat reapers. Reap ripe white wheat right.
Do you know what I liked about the way you did that? You understood the words. I could tell you were thinking about the meaning of the words because you put the adjectives and nouns together, and the stress of the verbs and the nouns. It all came together. Can you read it once more?
Okay. Ripe, white wheat reapers reap ripe wheat, white, right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ah. Let me have a go. Ripe, that means that it's fresh, ready to eat. Ripe white wheat reapers reap ripe white wheat right. Oh, it's hard, isn't it? I'm not doing it very well. I think you did it better than me.
Yeah.
Good work. So try the next one, 23.
Okay. There's a sandwich on the sand which was sent by a sandwich.
That's nice. I love the way you read that. There's a sandwich on the sand which was sent by a sane witch. What's the opposite of a sane witch?
A mad witch?
An insane witch. Yeah. Do you know the Paris joke? You know, there was a man and he was very depressed. And he was on a bridge in Paris. And anyway, he jumped in. He was insane.
He became mad.
No, he was insane, like this.
What's saying?
It's the river in Paris.
Oh.
Insane. It's like a man who's in Europe up a mountain. He was skiing up a mountain in Europe, but he fell off the mountain. Do you know what he shouted? Help! Okay, that's enough of that. You know, there's nothing like a good joke, and that was nothing like a good joke. So 24. You're doing a great job. I like your tongue twisters. So one more for you, please. Number 24.
Okay. How many yaks could a yak pack if a yak pack could pack yaks?
I think you're pretty good at this. Yeah, smooth.
But I didn't get anything. I didn't understand nothing.
I know what a yak is. Do you know what a yak is?
No, actually I don't.
And I think it should be a yak packer pack, because if somebody's going to pack a yak is an animal that lives in Asia somewhere and carries a lot, then the person who is loading this yak must be called a yak packer, I think. So I would change it to, how many yaks could a yak packer pack if a yak packer could pack yaks? Yeah, a yak. My sister is a backward yak because her name is Kay, and so I always used to say she's a backward yak. But you know, my name is what's my name? Noel is a backward boy. Look.
Can I read?
Yeah, sure you can. Sorry, yeah, I'm talking a lot of rubbish, aren't I? So let's go. So can you do the next one then?
No, it's fine.
If to 76, I
20. We haven't done 25 yet. We're going to do 25 now. Rugged. That's. Do you know this word rugged?
Rugged rubber baby buggy bumpers.
No, bumpers is the first time is perfect. Bumpers. Yeah, bumpers. You know, if you're American, you can put a bit more on the ending of it, like bumpers. But bumpers is fine. Rugged, just get the gid. Rugged. You know the ed
rugged.
Endings. This one is rugged. But you got that. You got that well. You got the whole thing. The first time with bumpers was perfect. So do that one again, and then try 26.
Okay. Me?
Yeah, repeat your rugged rubber baby buggy bumpers. That one. And
Rugged rubber baby buggy bumpers.
have you noticed that if you read them the first time, they often go very smoothly? The more you think about them, the worse they get sometimes.
Yes,
that happens with English. Sometimes, if somebody says to me, "How do you pronounce comfortable?" And if I think about it too much, I start messing it up and say comfortable or comfortable. But it's comfortable. I say do-do-do, 3 syllables like that. Comfortable. So can you do 26 next, please? have you gone?
Hello there.
Where's she gone? She was doing a great job.
Maybe the internet cut.
Yeah, okay. Louis, can you try some?
Okay, what number?
So we're on to 26 now.
26, okay. If two witches will watch two watches, which will watch which watch?
Yeah. So if two witches would watch two watches, which witch would watch which watch? Which witch would watch which watch? Yes. Once more. Can you do it once more for me?
Okay. If two witches will watch two watches, which witch will watch which watch?
Yeah, it's one of those that where you could get your knickers in a twist, but yes.
But how did I say it?
No, it was no. You said it very well. I liked it. I liked
thank
it.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, that's fine. I can't say there was anything wrong with that.
Don't laugh, Nicholas.
Yeah. Can you do the next one as well? Carry on with it. This great work.
Okay.
27.
Okay. A slit, a sheet I slit, and on that sheet I sit.
Yeah, the slitted sheet. On that slitted sheet I sit. Yes, this is a bit of practice. There are some times when if you mix up the short I and the long E, you can get into trouble, you know? So you have to be careful with those sounds. So be careful if you speak about some of these words and get them wrong. So sheet, well, you don't want to get that wrong. Yeah. So sheet and sit. So I slit a sheet I slit, and on that slitted sheet I sit. It's a bit poetic because of the way it's reversed and the same and repeated. So I slit a sheet I slit, and on that slitted sheet I sit. See, I said I seat, but I sit. So can you give me it once more through?
Okay, 28.
27 it is.
27, okay. I slit a sheet I slit, and on that slitted sheet I sit.
Perfect, yeah. I see, I don't know how to pronounce comfortable. Now, that's one of the words which is mispronounced because people do too much work with that word. They say comfort, first of all, comfort. They say comfortable, and that's even worse. So the best thing to do is knock it down to 3 syllables, or try to, because it's really got 4, but you can say comfortable.
Do I pronounce the R?
No, because I don't think anyone pronounces the R that much in this word. A lot of people, even if they often pronounce an R, they won't in this word because it's comfortable. Comfort. Yeah, some people will. They do. In some accents, they will say comfortable. But well, the problem is if the big mistake you can make with this word is to put too much in, and so I would say try to get stuff away from the word, take out. So there's no table in it. There's no table in it. You know some town names, for example, Bournemouth. It's not Bournemouth, it's Bournemouth. And some town names like, do you know how to say this one?
Bradford.
Bradford, yes. It's just fud at the end. And comfortable. Uncomfortable. If you start to say uncomfortable, it starts to go wrong, you see. So the problem with some words, some longer words, is that they go wrong when you overload them. They get all lopsided and they go wrong. It's best to keep the pattern right. Think of just dung-da-dum, comfortable. And that's the way to learn the long words. Just get the rhythm of it and then match that rhythm with some sound. So comfortable, dum-da-dum. So can anybody give me a very long word that's quite difficult to pronounce with the stress pattern? Does anyone know any?
Britain, Otten, or something like that.
Britain. Britain, yes, that's got a very short ending, hasn't it? But it's quite an easy word when you know that. Britain, Britain. You know, that unstressed T's, like, let me show you one where you don't say t.
Yeah.
So, for example, you do sometimes, but not always. So this would be patterned curtains, and you don't say patterned curtains. Patterned curtains. There's no t sound in it. Patterned curtains. So it just drops out because of the stress patterns. But does anyone have a very long, difficult word that they've had a problem with in the past? Not that you can think of right now, but
capability.
Capability. Yeah. So that's even though it's not that difficult, we can have a look at it. So the way to learn a long word is listen to the sound file in the dictionary, and then just get the capability. Just do that. Just try to copy the rhythm of it first, and then get the sound in afterwards. Capability. Yeah. I'm going to do a lesson about long words and stress patterns, but that's another time, and we're over time now, so I have to go.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. And so that's the way to learn these words. So I'll try and do a whole series of these, and sometime we'll have a lot more to do, far more reading and talking about words. This is a bit of a game today, and so it was a bit of fun just to get started. But you know, another time we'll do some more. So
yeah.
See you around.
Thank you, Leon.
See you, Leon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Leon. See you again later.